There's no question, mate, that young men are experiencing a mental health crisis at the moment. Just today, one of my clients managed to get themselves on the list to be assessed by CAMHS. Now, CAMHS is basically a counselling organisation that works with young people who are struggling with their mental health. But guess how long the waiting list was for this young man? 20 weeks. A couple of weeks ago, I watched a video that somebody put on YouTube, which was the last day of school, 1999. So basically a bunch of 16-year-olds filming their last day of school on an old camcorder. Mate, there are stark differences that we cannot deny between men just 20 years ago and the men that we see today. Depression, anxiety, and bad mental health is absolutely through the roof with our young men, and we can't deny it. However, I think that I've figured out a way to keep my mental health in check. What is the number one thing that I saw that was different in the video I watched and what I see in young men today? 20 years ago, we weren't all glued to our phones. Now, when it comes to mobile phones, there are a number of positives and negatives that come with the fact that we have the internet at our fingertips these days. But 6 years ago, I did something which I think was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. Mate, the worst thing that we can do as young people is compare ourselves to others. The biggest culprit for this is, without question, social media. And 6 years ago, I got rid of all of my social media accounts. I could tell that I was wasting time trying to think of things to put online that would impress people that, mate, after university, I was barely even seeing or spending time with. I could feel myself that someone would put something cool online, like a holiday or something flashy that they've bought, and I would feel that twinge of jealousy. And I realised that I didn't need that in my life. Mate, the best thing to do is literally only compare yourself to yourself. The quickest way towards a mental health crisis is going to be looking at all these fake posts that people put online, pretending that their lives are so glamorous, so flashy. Mate, it's all a bunch of BS. I personally know someone and can vouch for the fact that someone has this amazing life on Instagram, that they're showing off a perfect lifestyle, the most happy couple you've ever seen. I know how miserable they are because I'm very close to them. Don't believe everything you see online. But without question, mate, we are going through a mental health crisis as young men. The quickest way to solve that, mate, ask yourself, do you really need social media? Or perhaps you do. Maybe you feel like, yeah, I do. I'm at university. I need to stay in touch with people. But do you need to be on it all the time? Do you really need to be constantly posting? Do you really need to be spending your days waking up in the morning and the first thing you do is go on Instagram? Mate, you do not need to do that. If you feel down, anxious and depressed, try this out. See if it makes a difference. At the very least, keep your notifications off on your phone so you're not constantly distracted by the buzz of social media trying to reach you and distract you from your purpose. Spend some time where you know you will have allocated social media time. And apart from that, go about your day, go about your goals, learn a skill, study, go to the gym. Mate, you'll be doing things that no one else in your age group is doing. And from the step I took 6 years ago, I don't think there's any question that my mental health is in a better place than it would be had I not done that. Mate, hope that makes sense. Any questions, as always, drop me a comment and I'll do whatever I can to help you.